Hey there folks, niXcraft here. Welcome on back to another episode of Surviving with niXcraft. We're in episode 20 today, and it's going to be a hot one. That's right, we're going to be heading back into the Nether today, so I'm going to have to brew myself up a lot of fire resist potions, because we all know what happened last time there. But we do have some updates over here at this house, so I ended up streaming and I built us up some custom trees around this area, and even another structure over on this end. This one is going to basically be the unloading system over to our eventual trading hall. And I have a path going all the way down this way into the cave. And yeah, it's all very functional. We already have a villager down there, actually. And here he is. Looks like he's a stonemason at the moment. But yeah, so over here is going to be our trading hall, and you are the first of many, Mr. Villager. Finishing up the last 3 of our fire resist potions now, all extended to 8 minutes. We should have a decent amount of time with 12 fire resist potions. May seem like a bit of overkill, but after what happened last time, I'd just rather be safe than sorry. So we're going to throw some of these in a shulker box, and we'll keep a solid handful on us at all times, maybe 3 or 4 of them. We'll start with 3, I guess. So for the first part of today's build, we're going to need a lot of glass. So I'm running up to the smelter here. Gonna throw all this sand in here, and we're actually gonna need to make some gray stained glass, so I'm gonna have to go hunt for some squids. Turning all those ink sacs into black dye, we could change it over into gray dye now, and should have a lot of glass out of this. Hopefully you can make all the stacks. We were close. Last thing I think we're going to do is enchant this golden helmet here, see if we can get a little extra something just to help us out in the Nether, and I think we're ready to go. Alright, we got fire protection 4 and a breaking 3. I don't really think we're going to use the respiration, but that's just a bonus. Spent some time enchanting some more books and stuff, but we're going to switch out our elytra for our chest plate, I think. It's probably a safe idea. I think we are prepared to go in the Nether. I have some building blocks here, all the glass. I spent some time on streams, harvesting up some warp stem. A little bit of basalt is pretty much all the basalt I have, and the rest of the blackstone that we have as well. So this is going to be the first part of today's build, just trying to make our portal a little bit safer. Well, I think that's enough stalling for now. We have full netherite and fire resist potions, so let's just go right ahead and go in. So I've got another one in the hotbar here, and hopefully there's nothing crazy for us waiting on the other side. Let's head in and see what we're dealing with. I've got my bow ready in the hotbar as well. Probably just going to run right to some safer land as soon as we get in, just to assess the situation. But it looks like we're okay. And either way, we've got fire resistance. Hey buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the Nether. We're here now. There we go. I think we're safe. Now that we're a little bit safer, I do want to take care of this platform a little bit and make it a bit more of a round shape. I laid something out in creative so I could do this a little easily. I'll just keep my eyes out and make sure there's no gas. I do have a flint and steel just in case he breaks our portal, but let's make this platform a bit better. Got the shape of this platform in now, and I'm just coming along with some basalt on the trim. We're just going to work our way to fully closing this in so we don't get any gas spawning and breaking our portal on us. Still keeping my eyes out. It'd be cool to eventually maybe get some striders out here, and maybe we'd make like a little dock out into the lava and got a couple strider buddies waiting to take out. That'd be pretty cool. So we're gonna grab this warp stem now. I think in the corners on these sides here we have these ones that are 5 blocks and these that are 4 just because of the dimensions of the portal. I'm gonna leave this one open so we have a nice bridge going to our netherite mine. And then, yeah, we're going to put some beams in here with some of the warped stem, but I think I'm going to strip it. I think that's going to look a lot cooler and stand out in this red lava pit that we're in. Even with fire resist, this is extremely scary. I've got to hang out over the lava right here and strip these stems down, and I'm just so nervous. But we're not going to burn up in the lava. We shouldn't lose our tools because we have netherite, and we have plenty of potions, so this should go just fine. Alright, we've got all the pillars in now, and I'm coming in with the gray stained glass. We shouldn't be able to be spotted through glass, I don't think at least. And my plan is to actually extend a little tube of glass going all the way up to the ceiling. Now, I'm doing that because it's a bit safer than just out here in the ground level of the Nether, but I still want access to the ground level. That's where we'll get bastions and fortresses and stuff like that. So, I think we're just going to use the ceiling for a bit of travel. Like, we'll make some ice boat highways or something like that, so we could easily access the desert or different biomes that we find over time. But yeah, let's get this dome in around our portal, and we should be a lot safer. See, we're fine. This is all fine. Just, you know, up on the roof in the middle of a lava ocean, and there's a ghast. This is all fine. Oh, and he disappeared. We're fine. But look, we're standing right here. This magma cream can't even see us. Still get in the ceiling, but still. We are now officially closed in, and I started laying out some scaffolding here. I bought some extra. We're gonna have to start working our way all the way up to the ceiling, and that's gonna be an issue, but I did test it out a little in creative. I dug through there to make sure there's not any random little lava pockets, and we look to be okay, so we'll see how it goes. Just taking it one at a time here. Just one layer at a time. That's all we gotta do. And finally, the last layer of glass. I'm just glad I crafted enough, just barely. We're gonna finish with 13, but we're all the way up here at the ceiling. Now, I'm not gonna dig this out quite yet. We're gonna wait a second for that. Then we're gonna head back down and take care of a little bridge going across to our netherite mine. Making sure we got fire resist ready, we are gonna take some of these blackstone slabs and pretty much just line up a bridge going all the way to the edge here. There we go. I was trying to place a block. And we're going to add some fences so we don't fall in, and maybe just a little staircase going up to the mines right there. For some reason, the nether wood here is catching on fire. It's not burning up and disappearing. It eventually just burns out, but still, that's a little strange. Hopefully that fixes itself. There we go. Once I threw the fences on, they stopped catching on fire. And with that, we are all connected up to our netherite mine now. Got a little staircase here. And then down we go. So, it's looking pretty good. That, pillar of glass going all the way up to the ceiling looks awesome, but, the build itself is okay. I mean, it's tough to build in the nether with all this stuff around you, but, I think we did pretty good. Ran back to the overworld just for a second so I can grab some more blocks for more building, but we're heading right back in. We're gonna head to the nether roof. Not exactly on top, like you can do on Java Edition, but close enough to the point where we could see Bedrock. And that would be a lot safer than this area here, even though we just blocked it off nicely, but let's head up. Oh, hi friend. All the way up at the top now, we're gonna make sure we have our fire resist ready. So we're gonna start digging pretty much right above our heads, and that's always really scary in the nether. So let's at least clear out one block of space, and then I think I'm gonna lay down just like a layer of cobblestone down here, just in case some lava comes down, it doesn't maybe break our scaffolding or flood all the way down into where our portal is. So I think that's the plan. We're gonna dig up pretty much until we see Bedrock. It looks like we made it without any lava, so that's good. That's a good sign. So we're actually probably gonna make the floor of this room a few blocks lower, but I do want to see the bedrock sort of exposed in the ceiling, but I want to do something a little different than just bedrock up there. Started to lay out some dimensions up here in this room, and we've got the bedrock all the way up there. I'm thinking I cut this 2 wide scaffolding down to 1 just so we can make it even, and we're gonna have pathways going in each cardinal direction, northeast, south, and west, and just kind of leading to different portals, leading to different areas of the world. So I think we can set this up with like maybe 5 blocks wide on each side, so we have rooms to room to make some tunnels. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I've got a lot of digging to do, so I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Got the dimensions of our room laid out now, and I'm just circling off the roof here towards the bedrock ceiling. If we grab up the shulker box here, I brought a few blocks that we're going to be using. I farmed up a bit more of these trees because I ran out. Got a bunch of deep slate, some blackstone, and some quartz blocks. I'm hoping to use those towards the ceiling, but we'll see what I come up with here. Starting off with our warp stem here, I think we're actually going to leave the log texture on this and not strip them, even though I do like that bright blue. We're going to be mixing in some blue later on in other parts of the build. Grabbing some blackstone bricks now, I think we could start lining the edge of this place just along the bottom with a nice trim of these blackstone bricks. And I actually laid out the frames for where our tunnels are going to be. I think we're going to lay a line of bricks along this as well. And along these walls, just going throughout it, we're just going to mix some deep slate, maybe some cobbled and regular deep slate, not too sure there. Just kind of playing it as we go. And there we go. I think this is looking awesome so far. So let's try and get these walls going all the way up to the ceiling, and then we could do something interesting up here, I think. And here's the wall design I came up with. We've got cobbled deep slate and regular deep slate all mixed in different directions. Some regular blackstone and blackstone bricks on the trim. I think it's great. After pretty much filling a whole shulker box full of netherrack here, we've got all the walls done, including this ceiling, and I'm really liking how this looks. We added that strip of warped block that goes along the edge there, and I think that looks awesome. I think we're going to incorporate a little bit of blue into the floor here. And speaking of the floor, I'm going to grab up some of these shroom lights, and I have a little bit of an idea. I want to, I think, add strips of lights going all the way across to where these tunnels start, so that way we can get some good lighting in here. And then I'm going to figure it out from there. Okay, we got some magma creams in the overworld. Oh, it's okay. We're okay. I wonder why they don't take damage from the rain. That's kind of interesting. They should be taking damage. I think they're made of magma and it's raining. That makes no sense. Taking some quartz stairs here and lining these shroom lights. I think we can make a cool design in the floor. Sort of just like this plus shape leading off into the different tunnels. And you know what? I think that's looking cool. This area right here, I think we're going to fill with more of those warp blocks. Feeling a lot safer heading back and forth in the nether now, but we are here at the finished product, including this little chandelier that I added in the middle with the chains and the lanterns. I think it looks awesome, but this whole area doesn't even feel like the nether anymore. It's a really nice spot, and we could use it to travel easily. So I took the coordinates down of the desert that we used to gather up sand and sandstone and whatnot, and we're going to dig out one of these tunnels. I think it's this direction, and we're going to dig it out and make another portal, which will lead us, hopefully, to the desert. So I'm going to spend some time going to those coordinates. If you take your overworld coordinates and divide them by 8, that will be your coordinates in the nether. Just a quick tip for you. That was definitely a long tunnel right there, but we only have about 70 or 80 more blocks to go in this direction. We're finally making a turn, and then we could make our portal to the desert. My pickaxe is looking worse for the wear, but we finally made it, and I dug out the spot to put the portal, and we're going to include the corners, of course, and hopefully this will lead us to the desert. So let's light it and check it out. I think I have my bed in my ender chest, so let's actually get that out first. And now let's see where this portal takes us. Hopefully, we are in a desert right by a village, and it's nice and bright out, and there's no mobs anywhere to hurt us. Hey, look at this! Just like I said, folks, and here's all the villagers coming around. We made it. Now, hopefully, when we go back through this portal, we are still in the same tunnel. That would be fantastic. I would hate for this to throw us somewhere down in the nether. Hopefully, we're in a good spot. Looks like, yes, we're back in the tunnel. It's perfect. So for now, folks, this is just kind of a super long hallway, but eventually I think we're going to turn this into an ice boat highway. I'm probably going to take care of that on some streams. We're going to lay down some ice right here in the middle and some glass panes on the side so we could just fly super fast right over to the desert. That's going to be a lot quicker than going the thousands of blocks away from our base that it was originally, so this is going to be perfect. And with that, folks, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed the building today. Not the usual time-lapse building because the Nether is a very scary place, but I'm glad that we got this in now. We could just hop in and out without having to worry about anything, so that's perfect. So, as always, subscribe if you are new here, leave a like on the video as well, and comment what else you'd like to see in the series. I always love to hear from you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.